What's up, guys? So I wanted to answer some of these questions that I got on the Discord channel about how to acquire more customers. And I'm going to put the question right here so that way we know who we're referencing to. But I wanted to take the time to answer this on a YouTube video so that way you guys can learn from it as well. So what helped me jumpstart Mars Repairs was a combination of a lot of different things. Me trying different things. So these are some of the things that did work. I am not going to talk about the things that didn't work, so that way this video can be productive, okay? So the first thing I recommend everybody is simply the referral system. So when you're starting off, your first customers are going to be your friends and your family members, pretty much. They all have their own friends and they all have their own family members as well. So it's important to capitalize on that and let them share your information, give them your business card so they can share it with other people. Have them reshare your content on social media. For example, whenever I repaired a device, what I will do is I will record a quick video of me repairing that device or just parts of the repair. I'll tag them on social media, maybe on the before and after, and then what they'll do is they'll reshare it on their stories, not the post. I would say put this on your stories and tag them there, because typically people are more willing to repost stories versus actual posts. So that's one thing I would definitely recommend. First things first, referral systems. Always do the best to keep everybody happy. That way they keep referring you to other people. And always give a couple extra business cards so that way they can share that as well. The second thing that I recommend is local pop-up shops and just overall networking. So pop-up shops have become very popular, especially since the pandemic, that I've noticed at least. I don't know if it was a popular thing before that, and I've never heard of it before. But especially after the pandemic, not during, after the pandemic, a lot of people were doing a lot of pop-up shops. And what does this mean? Basically, they get a group of vendors at one location and they do almost like a flea market style event, but higher quality. So it's a lot of new businesses, a lot of small businesses that are trying to sell new products, new things that people are doing. And then what they do is they get a booth, they pay for a table, sometimes it's free, depends where you're going. And you'll be able to market your services, market your products to a bunch of people that get invited to that event. So they do this whole marketing thing where a lot of people come through, people from other vendors come and then your people come. This is a great way to meet people and just get involved, hands-on, and just talk to people. I usually will talk to a lot of the vendors and then get their information, and they'll follow my social media. And I found that a lot of them were actually very helpful. And because they were in the same shoes as me, maybe in a different, type of business, they were more prone to sharing my information and my business the same way I was helping them out and sharing their business and stuff like that. I did a couple of these events up to a certain point, but I definitely got a lot of leads from that. In terms of networking, I joined the Chamber of Commerce local to my city and a couple other ones. And basically here I get to network with other business owners, a lot of different people from around the town. You'll be surprised how many people are out there trying to help small businesses, so it's good to get connected with people just like that. The third way that I was able to get a lot of leads on social media and also grow my social media presence were strategic giveaways. What do I mean by strategic giveaways? No, do not go and give away, a $800 iPhone when you have 7 followers. Just don't do it, because the problem is that, yeah, sure, those 7 people may share. Let's assume they all share and join the giveaway. The return on that is going to be very, very low. You're not going to get a lot of customers from that or a lot of leads, let alone conversion. So what I was doing is I was finding little things that I felt like would attract attention, enough attention to get people excited, but not enough that's going to break the bank and not give a return, you know what I mean? Once I was a couple of hundred followers in, I wanted to grow and pass 1,000. So what I did was I found a pretty cool drone with a lot of high reviews that was around I think it was $70 to $90. And let me tell you, this was a hit. I did this giveaway 3 times, and people were excited. People were sharing the page, and I got a lot of local followers, and it was incredible. So the first time I did it, I got entries from outside of my state, which is New Jersey. So I realized that, yeah, I gained followers, but it wasn't the people that I wanted, because I wanted people to be local. So the second and third time I did it locally, so that way I can get local customers. So this was a great way to grow my social media and to grow my presence and get some leads as well. And I definitely got my return on investment on that. But if I would have went and did $1,000 iPhone giveaway, I definitely wouldn't have gotten my money back from that giveaway alone. These leads don't convert to customers until later. I've had customers tell me, oh, I've been following your account for 3 years and only now I needed a repair, and here we are. I think that's pretty crazy. So we don't always see immediate, returns. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. Not everybody needs your service right away. Another tip about the giveaway is that maybe you could do like a, top 3 items that you recommend for the summer that are tech items. So you could do like a nice waterproof speaker, 50 to 80 bucks. You could do like a smartwatch, maybe something like, a fitness watch, actually like a Fitbit, which is like I think you can get one for like 60 bucks. Not like an expensive one, of course. But those are just some ideas that you can look into. Another thing that I did was I printed out flyers from Staples. They're fairly inexpensive. They're pretty good quality. And what I did was I posted them all around town, mainly around laundromats. People in laundromats are bored. People tend to just sit around waiting. So this was a great lead generator for me. So I basically went to, I think, about 3 cities around my area, and I just put flyers at different laundromats. I also left some at different businesses as well. But the thing about this is that you have to ask permission to every single business that you put flyers in, of course. It's out of respect. Most of them will be more than okay with it, and most of them will have a place for that. I have gotten no's, but that's life. What are you gonna do? This was a great way to generate leads because you just leave the flyers there, and then over time you start getting phone calls. For me, I always ask every single new lead, hey, how'd you find us? And then most will say Instagram, Google, or I saw a flyer at a laundromat. So that's just another creative way for you to get some leads. Another thing that I recommend is that you partner with other small businesses in your area. So for example, I partnered up with a local gym, and what we did was, I promoted their business and I did some work for them, and then they also promoted my business to their members as an additional perk to joining that specific gym. So this is just a smart and strategic way to do business. This would be a good way to promote your business while at the same time adding value to another business. So another thing that I would recommend is probably, I don't know what you guys might think about this, it worked for me at the beginning at least, is Uber Eats and just Uber in general. And why do I say this is because, let's just face it, Uber is just an overall popular platform. Everybody orders food and they understand the power of mobile services, correct? So now what I would do is whenever I had gaps in between repairs, I would just log into the Uber app as a driver and I'd just do Uber Eats. Turn that thing on, and guess what? People started ordering food, and it was just consistently always, every time I turned on the app, there was always orders coming through. So what I would do is I would leave business cards at the business or a flyer, and then when I would deliver the food, I will also leave business cards at that residence as well with the food. Now that's very powerful because now you're basically doing the legwork for marketing and getting paid at the same time. So not only are you making money, you're bringing in income, but you're getting paid to market your business. It's a win-win in all types of ways. Uber, get somebody to deliver their food, whatever, and you get some money to be able to invest more into your business. Like for example, you can use that money you make in Uber to buy the flyers, to buy the business cards, to buy whatever else you want to buy, or Facebook ads, or whatever it is that you want to do. So yes, some people might be too proud to say I'm gonna go deliver some food, but to be honest, it's just a great way to fill in the gaps. If you have a 20-minute gap to go, between repairs, just do 1 or 2 drives. It does not hurt. I'm gonna tell you right now, it does not hurt. It adds some money into your pocket and you get to market your business all at the same time. So the final thing I would say is just the way you present yourself is what's gonna sell you. So what do I mean by this? So establishing a social media presence, establishing a strong Google business account with a lot of reviews, the way you present yourself. So yeah, right now I have a Mars Repairs shirt that I made. Basically show up in uniform so they can see that you're part of a company and not just a random person that shows up in sweats to fix your device or to do business with. Establishing a social media presence is super important because it's what's going to give the customer the green light to actually trust your business. So having a good solid website, having a strong social media presence with a good amount of following, having Google reviews that are good, because no reviews is still like kind of bad honestly, but if you have a good amount of reviews, people are going to trust you more. And overall, just how you present yourself, this is gonna make the biggest difference. So as you bring in all these leads, they will convert more versus if you have none of this ready and you have all these leads, but not converting as much because everything else doesn't look up to par. This shirt right here, it cost me a couple dollars to make. I'm making myself, so if anybody out there needs a shirt, just, reach out to me in the DMs and we can work something out. versus like, you know, trying to order from some supplier where they make you order like 20. You know, you don't have to do that. I can try to make you guys some shirts if you guys need it, but I highly recommend it because it just sets you apart from just being that person who, or that boy or that girl or that guy that repairs phones and stuff like that, or that tech guy. You want to be known as like a company. And when you make that switch, you're going to notice that people will take you more seriously. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any more questions, leave a question down below in the comments, or go to our Discord channel where I'll be grabbing most of the questions from. If you're not part of the Discord channel, definitely join it because a lot of people always are asking questions, or you might have a question and someone may be able to give you an answer sooner. So the goal for this is for me to be able to, you know, answer these questions and reach way more people that might have the same question. So definitely join the Discord channel. The link is down below in the description. Subscribe to this channel, and if you have anything else you want to talk about, please leave it down below. If any of these work for you, let me know. If some of these didn't work in your area, let me know as well. It definitely worked for me, so I hope it works for somebody else. Take care, guys.